Now you have your heavier types of pasta salad, then you have your lighter types of pasta salad. The heavier ones are typically mayo based and well, they can be a little heavy. Typically, when we're having pasta salad or something like that, it's going along with a heavier protein, maybe barbecued ribs or maybe smoked grilled chicken. So I would like a lighter dressing on my pasta salad, a lighter everything when it comes to the pasta salad. So that's what we're getting ready to do today. And the first thing we need to do is make up our dressing so that it can go in the refrigerator while we, do everything else. Okay, bring you guys up closer. Okay, as with everything, this recipe is also customizable. So if I'm using something that you don't particularly care for, go ahead and switch it out. This is white wine vinegar. Now, I am actually making a small portion. I will have the regular portion in the full recipe on my website. This is extra virgin olive oil. I am also going in with some of the liquid from pepperoncini peppers. Dried oregano from my garden. Okay. And at this point, you want to go in with salt and pepper to taste, but I am using my all-purpose prep seasoning, all right? So you can use salt and pepper, but do it to taste. Now you just want to whisk this until it is well combined. Give it a taste. Make sure it has what you need in there. And I want a little bit more of the pepperoncini liquid. This is very acidic at this point, so you need to cut the acidity. We don't want it to be sweet. You can use honey. I like to use 100% organic maple syrup. Again, we're not trying to make it sweet. We're just cutting that acidity. And it should only take a little bit. Again, the recipe will be on the website, but when it comes to cutting the acidity, you also want to do it to taste, just like the salt and pepper. Maybe you do want yours a little bit sweeter. Okay, I just want to cut the acidity where it's well balanced. Now, we're going to sit this in the refrigerator while we make the rest of our pasta salad. The next thing we're going to do is get our pasta cooking. I am using fusilli pasta, and you can use rotini, you can use macaroni, you can use orzo, you can use whatever pasta you want. I like to use either this or rotini because all the sauce and everything gets all up in the crevices and it just makes it delicious. Make sure your water is at a rapid boil and then make sure you salt it well, okay? Go ahead, put your pasta in and let it cook. All right, if your pasta is done or once your pasta becomes done, drain it and set it aside to cool. You can even put it in the refrigerator for a few minutes if you like. Okay, grab a working bowl because this is where we're going to put all of our ingredients. Once your pasta is done, go ahead, drain it, set it aside, put it in the refrigerator if you need to, but make sure it cools down, okay? So I am chopping up some green onion right now. Onion is one of my favorites, so I'm putting quite a bit in here. Everything as we chop will go in our bowl. Okay. We will be adding some sliced cucumber. You can also add sliced zucchini. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut these into half moons, just like that, okay? The next thing is tomato. Now, I prefer to use cherry tomatoes, but I did not have any on hand, and I am a firm believer, unless I am cooking for others or a gathering or something of that nature, I am a firm believer to use what I have on hand. So we're going to cut these into half moons as well. You can cut these any way you like. This is just my preference. One thing I love in my pasta salad are the little green peas. Now these are little frozen green peas, just thawed, not cooked, okay? Now I'm gonna go in with some pepperoncini peppers. We're gonna get those chopped up. You can also add as much or as little, and these are already pretty much kind of chopped from, that's the way they come in the jar, but I don't want a big chunk like that in there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rough chop them a little bit more. You can use banana peppers, you can use jalapeno if you like. I just happen, this is my second favorite, I don't know, this is probably my first favorite pepper, and jalapeno is my second favorite. Now, if you like olives, green olives, black olives, or whatever, this is what you would probably want to use right now. I am not a fan of olives of any kind, so therefore I am substituting those olives for pickles, okay? So we're gonna get these chopped up, and I love, love, love pickles, but I am not a fan of olives at all. And again, these are already sliced, so I'm just giving a rough chop to them. Okay, now to this, we are adding some more herbs. These are all dried herbs, and yes, they are from my garden. I am adding in a little thyme, dill. And since I used the dill pickles, this complements it very well. And a little parsley. Adding in some Romano cheese that has oregano in it. You can use Parmesan. You want to go ahead and give that a good stir. Now we're going to grab our pasta. Go ahead and toss your pasta in. Should be nice and cool at this point. Room temperature at least room temperature. You can go ahead and kind of combine that just a little bit. Now I'm getting ready to add in some shaved Parmesan. You can use mozzarella if you like as well. But I love the shaved Parmesan. And you see how the small amount of pasta that I used, you see how much I have. This is an entire bowl full. Okay? And I'm gonna add the rest of this in here, because I love it. Okay. Now, I'm gonna add a little bit more of my Pam's Prep all-purpose seasoning. Go ahead, stir that in. And when you stir, kind of make sure you stir from the bottom so you can get all the ingredients in there. And now it's time for our dressing. Make sure you whisk it one more time before you pour it in. And then pour it in, I won't say slowly, but a little bit at a time so that you won't overdress it. Now, if you like it really super overdressed, go ahead and pour it in. But if not, pour a little bit in, give it a good stir, and see where you are with it, okay? So I had just made a little bit, so I poured in probably about half of that. So I'm gonna give this a stir and see where I am with it. Do not like super wet salad, pasta salad. When I put it on my plate, I don't want it to be sitting in a pool of liquid. Okay, so I want to make sure that the dressing all adheres to the pasta. I'm going to pour a little bit more in here. Done. Doesn't this look amazing? Oh my goodness. It smells amazing. Now, please make sure that you put your completed pasta salad in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes before serving. So if you're having it for an event or company or even yourself, make sure you prepare it early enough to put it in the refrigerator. You want to have the flavors gel together. And it's something about being in the refrigerator for at least a little bit of time. And the next day, oh my goodness. This is an amazing leftover because the next day they've had even longer for all the flavors and things to penetrate and gel together. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. If you're not subscribed, take a second and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 1.5 million subscribers together. Returning subscribers, thank you so much for keep coming out and hanging out with me, okay? And channel members, those of you all who are part of Pam's Private Pantry, thank you so much for your loyal, faithful support. Don't forget to check out my other channels, Pam's POV, where I'm trying to get to 500,000 subscribers, Pam's Pop-Up, where I'm trying to just get to 10,000 subscribers. Come on, y'all, it's a million of y'all over here. Head on over. Also, I've got a new series, or a new segment, I should call it, that I'm doing on Pam's Pop-Ups. I had done a little bit of it over here when I used to give you all a lot of recall information. I am doing Recall Live. It is where if there's something, and it's not for every little thing, but majority of people that may use, like I did one the other day about tomatoes, okay? Because the FDA put out a extremely high, their highest risk level. So I just popped on short lives. It's like 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, really short. I'm just giving you the information so you can be aware, letting you know what it is, where they found it at, and what you need to do. So make sure you connect to me on Pam's Pop-Ups. Also, at the Scaredy Cat Gardener, where all these herbs and things came from. I got cucumbers and tomatoes growing on out there. My green onions came from there, and all the herbs you saw me use. Okay, enough. We're going to do our taste test. Oh my goodness. Look at me. I'm trying to get everything on the fork at once. Okay, let's just try this. It smells so good. This is amazingly delicious. Oh my goodness. And it's light. It's not real heavy with a creamy base. I mean, if you're doing it for a barbecue, you probably got mac and cheese, you got pasta salad, you got a lot of heavy things. So you want something to lighten it up, cleanse your palate a little bit. And this is perfect. Okay. And hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 1.5 million subscribers. I will see you next time. The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Bye-bye.